Santa Claus is following me. He must have realized what I was doing today. Delivering toys for tiny artisans to Forgotten Child Fund. It's going to be fun. So this was an idea I came up with in conjunction with my book that I'm writing, The Artisan Philosophy, and we talk about then in the book inspiring young children to develop a love for building things. So we went out and bought construction-based and design-based toys. These are pretty cool. These have, I know what you're thinking, ew, that's a boring book, but inside it has patterns, has cutouts, and then it has directions on how to construct the model, which is a really cool thing. It kind of, it gets them into the mindset of design and construction. That's pretty cool. And then we got stuff for smaller kids, and I love these big clunky cat toys. These are cool. They came from Amazon Wrapped, so we can put our card in there. So each toy will have a card taped to it, and they're sealed up now, but there's a card inside that just basically, talks about toys for tiny artisans and our goals. And so hopefully the parents will see that and like our concept. So the Forgotten Child Fund was started, I believe, like in the 80s by, I think it was either a police officer or a firefighter. And last year we took toys to this fire hall right here. Oh, look here. Yeah, there's the sign. Cool. We're gonna go here. Cool. So they weren't answering the door. They must be busy getting fire trucks ready. So we're gonna go down the street here. Main Street has changed so much in Chattanooga. It's kind of hard to figure out where stuff is now. It's sort of eclectic. On one side you'll have brand new architecturally designed townhomes, and then on the other side you might have subsidized housing. So there's plenty of less fortunate kids that benefit from the Forgotten Child Fund around Christmas. I think they give out somewhere between 15 and 20,000 toys every year. Aha, I found it. There it is.
You said 1330? You said 13.
Some of it's just little books and things,
Oh, yeah.
but it's got it's kind of construction oriented stuff, and there's puzzles, and there's even little cutouts. There's supposed to be a model in here they can cut out and put together. So a book might seem kind of boring, but and then this other stuff. So anyway, thank you. I kind of surprised Carolyn. She didn't want to be on film, but there's the information if anybody's interested in the Forgotten Child Fund. We still have to give our toys. So this year I thought we'd do a theme, and so I started this Toys for Tiny Artisans thing, and you can go to toysfortinyartisans.com to see more detail on the goals. The goals are basically to give away toys, construction and design themed toys to less fortunate kids, and try to inspire them to develop a love for building things, so that we're kind of planting seeds for future artisans. I remember when I was a kid, my first memory literally of the love of construction was getting a Tonka dump truck. And then as I got older, I would ask for things like erector sets and Lincoln logs. and things like that. And it literally helped me develop a love for building things. And so I just think it's kind of cool if we can. The other problem we're running into now in the construction industry is that there's no mentoring. Oh, dang, that was a bump. There's no mentoring or apprenticeships really. Not in the private, the non-union world. There's apprenticeships, that do a good job for unions, but I'd like to get back to where when I came up, right out of high school, there was a national home builders apprenticeship program in our area, and that's what I went through after going through a building trade school in high school for 2 years. So I kind of planned out my whole career, from when I was young. When I was, a teenager in junior high or high school, I would work summer jobs in construction. Just to kind of get the feel for it. And anyway, my mother was good at nurturing, my desire, up to a point. And then, so I think that's kind of what it takes, is for parents to kind of nurture their children's desires. And, you don't have to go, the typical, schema nowadays is for parents to think their children have to go to college. And it's nice if they can go to college, but it's also nice if they can do something they want to do. And, humans have this innate desire to build things. And if you can get them started early and hone those desires and get them training, they can make very good money. It's a very successful career. I own a design build company now, and that was basically planned from my childhood as a goal, and I took baby steps along the way. I worked for a framer, I worked for a general contractor, I worked for an architect, several architects for 7 to 10 years. And then I was able to, with all that experience, build on that and become a general contractor. And so that's how Artisan Construction was born almost 20 years ago. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to inspire, and if you want to join me, go to my contact page, Toys for Tiny Artisans, toysfortinyartisans.com, and let me know if you're inspired, how we can help each other. See you guys.